Right, afternoon guys. So this is just a quick update on a new project that I'm doing at the minute. Well, it's not new actually. I started doing them last year, but it was more on the krill and the Bellicam KBS bait that I did, and I did a couple of uploads with fruit baits. I did a banoffee one in white. It's the new glugs that I'm doing now. The specs you can see in there of black pepper. It's overloaded with black pepper, and it's lovely tasting. It's a peach and black pepper. Now it's a bait that it ain't for sale. It's just one I'm going to be using this year and testing out this year myself. So it's but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a tub of pop-ups with 55 to 60 pop-ups in, and a up bait and answer. Now what I'm charging is I'm going to be charging 10 quid for both, which it's a bargain at that. It's really nice. It's concentrated, so you just go with a little amount of it on the pop-ups. Now it will dye the bait to the colour of the glug, like as you can see in there. Obviously I wanted the peach one to be similar colour to a peach, so it's they make a massive difference. Like I said, I used krill one last year, and the difference it made were unbelievable to actual me catch rate. Oat fish come to it, it smells amazing. Oat fish come to a glugged KBS down at Water Meadows. It was KBS glugged in KBS glug. Nah, the second time when I went down there, I didn't use much glug, and that session went absolute pear-shaped, but it were a lot colder, it was frosty and what have you. And not long after, people were catching all the bait that we put in, so it obviously worked. It just needed a bit more time to kick in. What I've done also a lot this year is I've diluted the flavours that I'm using, for a simple reason. I've said it before a few times on video uploads I've done, that I noticed that all the bites coming after the first 24 hours. Straight after the first 24 hours, you seem to be getting indications all the time, bleeps all the time, and then eventually the fish go. Now, I personally think it's because there was too much flavour in the feed baits, and fish, they become really a deterrent for fish rather than an attraction for them. I do think that they can be too over flavoured. Now what I've done is, towards the latter end of last season, around about August, right, if actually we're around about July, August time, yeah, that I started messing about with lowering the actual flavours in fruit baits. Because let's not forget, with fruit baits, it's all synthetic. It's all synthetic flavourings, which I don't like using. It's not like the bloodworm and KBS and krill baits that I use, which is natural attraction, and it's krill and it's bloodworm that's in baits. You can't overdo it with that. So it's in its natural form. That's the way I'm using it. Liver is in its natural form. I'm not a great fan of the isolates that have. Some of the isolates as well, I'm not a great fan of them. I'd much rather put something in that may go off a little bit faster, but you know it's the real deal. Now with these, there's not much. I mean, you can't. There's only way you can get peach into a pop-up is by using a synthetic flavour of peach. Nah, these are made with a peach flavour, but they're also made with a peachade as well, which, that's the other thing. I also noticed that the sweeter, that you could actually use sweeted as a flavour on its own, and I did on a couple of fish on treating, just no flavour, just sweeted, and it works a treat. But like I've said on a few of my YouTube blogs and a few on Facebook and what have you, lovely, they smell good. This year it's going to be two baits from me that I'm going to be using personally myself. Fruit baits, and it's, well, when I say fruit baits, one of them's really a vegetable bait. It's the cocoa cone cream, which is a mix of coconut milk, condensed milk, and sweet corn. They've got like, it's probably a tin and a half of sweet corn in every kilo, and it's blitzed into a pulp, and then the liquid that the sweet corn's in it's in is taken down and reduced into a thick it's like into a thick liquid that I'll add to bait, and it really does cling to them, and it gives them a great taste and an attraction. And if I'm doing a fish that swims that doesn't like sweet corn, so it's got to be a winner, that one. And then this one is the other one that I'm going to be using solely myself. They're not, like I said, they're not going to be for sale, so it is a little bit of it's going to be a bit annoying if it turn out to be as good as I know they're going to, because they're not going to be on sale for a while. But I will, more than likely, once I've started to have a few fish on them, then I will more than likely they will be on sale around about September-ish of this year. So but I don't really want to be doing them yet. It's something what I wanted to do, and that is have a bait solely for myself that I can use myself. Now these are going to be done in an orange colour, but I may also be rolling some of these in yellow, because I really do like yellow and I like white. But the sweet corn one, that's a yellow bait, so we'll see how we go with that. I do like that dull orange look. It's not a floor orange. It's showing up as floor orange here, but it ain't floor orange. I've taken my word on that. And I think it'll do fairly well. You can see the amount of black pepper that's in that, and it really is nice, guys. I think they're about 100. It might be about 100 ml, 150 ml bottles, but you're getting your money's worth. Like I said, that's going to last you a while. I would actually recommend glugging your pop-ups, and then just before you cast that, putting some. You're not going to weigh these down. They've got coat dust in, so don't worry about how much of that you put on, because it ain't going to make any difference to them. You've got coat dust in there as well as pop-up mix, so they're going to stay sat up no matter what. But I would advise before you cast out, just unscrewing top, doing these nicer, easy to use bottles that I've got, so you're not messing about getting it all over your hands, and it's just a matter of just squeezing it, and it's quite easy just to put a few drops onto your pop-ups, and then just a quick squeeze down, lock it off, that little bit of wipe, and then you're done with that. It's locked off. It's not going nowhere. So you ain't going to be messing about with lids and stuff like you were with Coda ones, which were annoying because I lost them a few times. And not only that, they dyed your hands in a way that you just couldn't get it out. But with these, it is solely up to you whether you want the colour added. By that I mean, with them they're orange bait to start with, but it's a far duller orange than what you see in there. They've gone a little bit brighter orange since I've added this, but not to the point where they're a floor. There's still a washed out looking bait. Now they don't look it in that, but they are, take my word for it. So but if you wanted a glug, say for Banoffee, but you didn't want the bait to be dyed from the original colour, then I can do them in a clear form as well. Do it exact same taste, exact same smell, just in clear form, just no colouring in there whatsoever. So that's up to you, but that's one of the benefits of having them this way, is you ain't got that full colouring in them, which is going to dye everything. And believe me, it's a nightmare, that especially the Coda one is absolutely, it's good for catching fish. It does pull fish into area, but it also wrecks your stuff. I have had it all over me kit at one point. I got rid of a bag for it being that bad on it. It just dyed everything. So like I said, if you want them, just get on to me, and I can do them here in clear colours. So it's the KBS one. It's a special bit, that one. It's really good. But it's the glug on that one contains chili, so just be wary of that KBS glug. That once you've used that, just watch where you put your hands. Otherwise, you could end up with hot, spicy buzz.